I don't know.
The Wii Fitness Zone.
Oh
Except for with
yeah,
Mario theme.
yeah. That could be something. I mean, hey, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. They could have like a whole like athletic. I don't think those people are going to go to this park though. Like if you're like a high level tennis player, you probably don't want to go play tennis at a theme park. Like you probably want to just play
No,
some
well,
serious
that's why
tennis.
you've got the Mario basketball win a prize
Yeah,
game,
you're right.
or a putting green. Mario Golf.
Yeah, Mario Mini Golf.
Mario Golf 64 is the only one I'll play because it's the only one that has mini golf in it. And I don't know why they carry that feature into the later ones because it was the best.
I don't know why mini golf isn't more of a cultural phenomenon. I'm obsessed with mini golf. I'm new to this whole obsession with theme parks, but I've wanted to design a mini golf course for years now. Like, that's my retirement plans.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to be lucrative, but that's what I want to do.
I go mini golfing every year on my birthday at the very least.
Yeah.
I try to go more, but there's only one place by me. But I've often said I want to just dig up my entire backyard and make it into a 6-hole mini golf
Heck
course.
yeah, man.
Because then I would actually go outside.
Yeah, totally. It's so much more fun than like real sports because I don't know, it's easy and there's like a lot of kind of themed elements to it. Like the really interesting theme parks at least have like, the crazy contraptions or the crazy animals you have to try to get through. And I think that's pretty cool. And with more modern technologies, they can really improve upon that. Like I've been brainstorming ideas for like an RFID based mini golf course where each ball has a little RFID tag inside of it. So for example, as you're hitting the ball down like, a long stretch, there could be lights that light up on the walls that like follow your ball or something like that. Or the course could shift based on which direction your ball's going. Like there could be a little goalie guy who moves back and forth and tries to block you based on the trajectory of your ball. Like I know that's kind of a complicated idea, but I like brainstorming innovations in the mini golf world. So I'd love to include some mini golf.
Now you're just giving
here.
free ideas away.
Yeah, I'm okay with
to
that.
all the mini golf connoisseurs that listen to this podcast and
Well,
go, I'm going to incorporate that into my mini golf course before he gets the chance.
I'm okay with that because I have so many ideas and I have all these passions that I'm not really going to follow through with until I start actually investing money, and then I feel like I have to do it. I love mini golf, and if I can improve the world of mini golf, I'm happy with that as long as I get to experience that course.
All right.
Totally up for that. I do have one other idea for playgrounds here in Nintendo Land or Nintendo World, wherever we're going with. How cool it would be to have, like, for example, a gigantic Game Boy like laying on the ground. So let's say this Game Boy is like a foot thick. And so that means it's, I don't know, maybe 10 feet long and 4 or 5 feet wide. And you have to like stomp on the buttons. And so one person stands on the D-pad, one person stands on the A and B button, and you have to work together, like look at the screen and like try to play the game like that. So it's like DDR controls, and you're trying to work collaboratively with someone to play whatever Game Boy game would be conducive to that kind of play. I think that could be pretty sweet as like a physical playground kind of thing.
It sounds either awesome or dangerous or both.
Yes.
But I like it. Have you ever been to Disney World?
Yes, but it's been about 10 years.
Oh, well, even further back than that, they used to have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, I have not experienced that.
As like an interactive playground area. So, you had giant tall grass all around you and what looked like giant bugs you could sit on and everything.
Wow.
And it was sort of just a playground area.
Yeah.
Right? So take that and then just change it to Pikmin.
That sounds awesome. I love that idea. And then you could have the giant Game Boy as like a thing to play on, or like a giant Nintendo 64 controller.
Yeah,
where
because you're in the Pikmin world.
That's great. And everyone could have like little Pikmin hats that they wear. Oh, that'd be great. One person in each family gets the like Olimar helmet, and then everyone else has to choose a Pikmin color. That'd be awesome. That's a great idea.
And then whichever is your lightest kid, you got to put in the yellow so that you can throw them at stuff.
Yeah, use them as a projectile.
Sorry, Johnny. Sorry, Johnny. You're the easiest to throw.
Oh, that seems a little bit dangerous maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. That's just me.
Well, we've already got kids dying on endless stairs. I think all you have to do is hand everyone 3 1-up mushrooms as they enter the park and say, use these sparingly.
Oh, that's a great idea. This park's getting shut down in like 3 days. It's not gonna last. I think this park's coming along. I know we're mostly been talking about the the Super Mario World section, but is there anything you want to add to what we have so far?
Well, I've got plenty more ideas written down for other things. I think Mario was the most of it, but in Donkey Kong Country, I have that we'll have a Wild Mouse roller coaster of the minecart.
Mm-hmm. That was the one coaster I thought of for Donkey Kong Country was that minecart, because that level. I mean, I know there's those levels in like every Donkey Kong Country game, but those are thrilling. They're so fun. It's like Indiana Jones almost. Do you have any other properties that you want to turn into roller coasters?
F-Zero, which just needs to be the fastest roller coaster you can think of.
Heck yeah.
One of those ones where count down and then you launch at like super high speed.
That would be awesome. I really like the F-Zero, like the visual design of those games. The ships always look so awesome. That'd be really cool. Or Star Fox would make a pretty cool roller coaster / 4D theater kind of thing. Because you got to do a barrel roll.
Well, Star Fox, I think the best way to do that, they have several new roller coasters where you wear VR goggles while you're riding the roller coaster.
I've never done that, but I've heard about it.
And then you can like shoot at stuff while you're on the roller coaster.
That sounds so cool.
And then when you've got the VR goggles, so I guess they have headphones or something so that there's audio to go with what you're seeing.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll have the people pop up like Peppy will say, "Do a barrel roll" right before your roller coaster dives into the corkscrew part.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think would be perfect.
That is a great idea. Have you played Kid Icarus? Any of those games?
I have seen them played. I have not played them.
Yeah, I'm the same way actually. The new one, it's like an on-rails shooter kind of thing for a lot of the gameplay. I think that could make a pretty interesting, either roller coaster or shooting dark room ride kind of thing, whatever those are called.
Yeah, well, I think since it's Nintendo and they're all about the games, you can pretty much make a on-rails shooter for any type of, because even Zelda had the Link's Crossbow game where you could just be on-rails shooting a bow and arrow type of thing at every step of the way.
Yeah, I loved that on Nintendo Land for Wii U. That was such a fun mini game. It was awesome. That one would work out really well. It's almost like it's a small world kind of like you got little animatronics everywhere, but you have to try to shoot them. I know you don't do that on It's a Small World, but
this song is so annoying. Oh man, they should incorporate that into the real Small World.
Yeah.
And then as you succeed, the song stops because who wants to hear that over and over again?
The number of voices in the choir decreases with every person you take out. Oh, that's brutal.
Moving into the Zelda world, it was hard to come up with like Zelda's all about exploring, and what do you have as a ride?
Right.
But did you ever play Spirit Tracks?
I did not. I've seen a review of it on YouTube, but I have not played it. That train looks cool though.
So that one's a lot about riding around the train. So I was thinking you just make a whole the way you can sort of explore the Zelda world since we've got so many on-rails things already. You make it a train ride that just can sort of ride around through the different sections, and you can sort of just look off and see your Deku's and your, Zoras and all those different type.
That's a great idea. That's awesome.
You can see the kids playing in the Zora Water Park over right by Splatoon Mario Sunshine Land.
Yeah, that sounds fun. The King of Red Lions, the thing you ride around on in Wind Waker, that could be a cool, either like a Viking ship kind of ride, or maybe just, you sit on it and it's like a tunnel of love kind of thing, like where it's a roller coaster type deal, but it's just going through a little river.
Like a log flume water type one.
Oh yeah.
That would be great.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, definitely during Halloween season, a lot of these could be kind of altered to be more spooktacular or whatever. And maybe we can revisit this park in a future episode and do either expand upon it by adding on little new attractions, or we could alter things for the Halloween season, or for like if it's snowing, like how could we change it for winter season, that kind of thing, depending on what part of the planet this would go on. It's kind of cool to see different theme parks change for the seasons. I think this park's coming along pretty well. But what about like restaurants and stores, like a downtown Disney kind of thing?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of theming for that, because in Mario there's not a ton of towns. Legend of Zelda there are, but none of them are like super iconic to me, and none of them really came to mind. But something like the Mother/Earthbound games, or maybe Pokemon games, like those little towns, it'd be kind of cool to have.
Whoa.
You go in the store to like buy souvenirs, and it looks like the Pokemart or something like that. It could be pretty neat. I almost said cute again.
Also, Animal Crossing would work for
Oh, yes, that is a great idea. Oh, that'd be so fun. That's really cool. And you know how you can like design your own like logos to put on your shirts and stuff in those games, or at least the one for GameCube? It'd be neat if they had a little like, instead of having an airbrush artist make you a t-shirt, you can like, they do like pixel-based screen printing, so you can get, any 8-bit character could fit on there, or you could, that could be kind of cool.
But of course, the internet can already do that.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's not
true.
like it's an exclusive thing.
Right. If this
Nowadays, making a T-shirt is as simple as 3 clicks online. And,
right.
And eight of your dollars.
Right. If we were building this park in the late 80s, this would be a very magical place. But nowadays, a lot of this stuff can kind of be obtained elsewhere.
Well, I think for a lot of people, the late 80s and middle 90s were the most magical time for Nintendo.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah, definitely. I have this total fixation on cartridges, especially Game Boy cartridges. There's something so magical about having like a physical media that inside of there, like hardwired onto this thing, is this magical world that you can get into. Like you just plug it into something and then you can be teleported there. There's something about a cartridge that's just way better than a disc. It was so cool to walk around with, like, even having Game Boy game in your pocket, it felt like somehow it belonged to you. Like you had some ownership or some connection to that world. It was such a cool thing. I really missed that era. I think this is coming along really well. And like I said, we can always revisit this. There's always more awesome Nintendo properties to be added in. And I'm sure even after we listen to this recording, we'll be like, oh, I've got another idea. Like, we should add this on here. So I do think it'd be fun to revisit, go back to these parks and make some changes, every however many episodes or whatever. Cool. Is there anything else you're dying to add to this park, or do you think we're safe to go ahead and open it?
I really think that the most important thing we can add is I need to be there.
Yes, I would pay any amount to go to this park. It seems absolutely amazing. And hopefully the Universal treats it well, like...
Shut up and take my money.
Yes, shut up and exist so I can... that expression will never catch on. Shut up and exist. Anyway.
Shut up and exist.
Well, Vince, it's been amazing having you on, man. You've got a great voice for radio, let me tell you.
Well, thanks. I've got the face for it as well.
Do you still have an incredible mustache? Last time I saw you, you had a doozy of a mustache.
I do. It grows,
It does. That's the thing about human hair.
I can't help it. I could help it. I could cut it off, but it's still there.
True. Yeah, I had a big beard last year, and people were always like, "Oh, nice beard, good job." And I'm like, all I did was be lazy. Like I did less action than usual.
The good job is shaving. It's like, I did less effort to have this beard. I think what they mean is good job doing something that my girlfriend won't allow me to.
Yes, I'm living vicariously through you.
Like, good job ignoring all the people in your life that tell you, you should really shave that off.
Yeah, good job rebelling. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be appreciated there. That's awesome. Vince, it's been absolutely amazing talking to you. Thank you for designing this NintendoLand property with me. It's been a blast, and I can't wait till construction's completed.
Always a pleasure. We'll have to go together.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds fun.
Will you hold my hand during all the scary parts on the roller coasters?
Absolutely. Yes, for sure. And I'll, we'll have so much fun together. We'll be in the adult tubes, of course, at the playground. We'll stay on the adult side of the fence. But there's a lot of fun to be had in those tubes. Yeah, that sounded creepy, but